Hello everyone. Today I'm going to discuss about the downside of creating good habits. Have you wondered? So far you're understanding that good habits make you progress and make you alive and grow. That is wrong. So why good habits? Why good habits? Why good habits can make you stuck if you stop growing, make you stuck, make you stuck. Make you stuck if you stop growing. So I'm explaining like why the people are facing the issues. So I'm taking some imaginary character and I'm talking about so what is the is existing problems because of his old thinking, because of his old thinking, and what is his new thinking, and what is his new thinking. So what are the result he able to get it? What is the result he able to get it? After the new thinking and what are the results in three areas of life, the three areas of life like employee, businessman, and student life. Student life and self-reflection. What is the lesson? What is the lesson? And one real life story, real life inspiration story. I'm going to explain and self reflection questions and action tips. I'm going to explain so we have some problems because of old thinking. If you are replacing with the new thinking, we are seeing some kind of results. And if you're applying in different dimensions for life, like the student employing the businessman, and what are the results they are getting, and one real life story I'm explaining, so that you can understand how the people are adopting this skill, this mindset, and how they are growing. So we have to ask this question to whether you're in this particular zone. If you are in this zone, you have to change your mindset and work towards it. And what are the action tips we have to take to transform from here to the desired goal. So there is a person called Sai. So he is he believes that so what is the problem of Sai is so Sai becomes comfortable comfortable with the routines, comfortable with routines because example, because so it has the same workout for months but no progress. It does same workout, it does the same gym workout for months, no progress. Yeah, if you observe, so a person who went to the gym and do the same thing, when he started joining day, whatever the repetition, whatever the exercise he does, if he does continue the same thing for the 3 months or the 6 months, so he's in the same position. So same position. So if you want to improve, so we have to increase the weight as well as, or we have to increase the weight or the repetitions. So it creates a pain, and where there is a pain, there is a growth. So from what you understand. So that is the reality. Okay. So he becomes compatible with routine. So he does the same work for months, no progress. And the second problem is his problem is his habits become automatic. His habits become his habit become automatic. So he stops noticing mistakes. So he stops noticing mistakes mistakes. Example, so he solves easy SQL questions daily, but never improves problem solving. Example, like Sai solves Sai solves easy SQL question daily, but never improves problem solving. So he's focusing on the easy SQL question daily. So yes, is better than the people who are not practicing. But the thing is, his growth is stagnated because you're doing the same thing every day. But in reality, if you want to see some kind of growth, so we have to upgrade. Okay, so that is the problem of him. And the third problem is he thinks uh, he's doing well, and slowly losses losses is curiosity. Example example example. He reads 10 pages daily, 10 pages daily, 10 pages daily, but never apply, never applies anything new. So this is the problem of Sai. Okay, this is the problem of the Sai. So he always doing the same thing. He believes in the routine. That is enough for the growth. So that is the Ravi's problem. So because of his old thinking. So what is his old thinking? So he believes that what is his old thinking? If it works, if it works, if it works, I don't need to change it. If it works, I don't need I don't need to change it. I don't need to change it. Example. So, using the same resume format for the 3 years. Sai applying for the job, but is using the same resume format for the 3 years. So he's getting the same calls. Uh, Sometimes he may not get the calls because the resume is updated. So that is the whole thing. So using the same resume format for 3 years, 3 years. And second world thinking is, I already know this. Already know this. Already know this. I don't need to learn more. Don't need to learn more. So you can see these kind of people. So Sai believes that he already know the thing because he's doing for this several years, several times. So he feel like he was expected. Yes, he was expected, but if at the same time he feel like I don't need to learn more. He feel like he doesn't want to learn more. So that is the mindset he believe. So that is the mindset he believe. Because of that, so he's learning, for example, Excel basics. So he's learning Excel basics and assuming it is enough, is enough for his career growth, is enough for the career growth. So that is the belief he has in his mind. So that is the belief he has in his mind. And and also repetition, and also repetition. And also, Sai believes repetition means progress. So Repetition means progress. So what does it mean? So the people believe the routines and doing the same thing every day and expecting some kind of growth. So in the same way, Sai also thinking like, so repetition means progress, but it's not. So so you practicing example. So it's a practicing the practicing the same coding problem. Instead of leveling up, instead of leveling up. So this is the problems Syed facing, and because of his whole thinking. So what is the new thinking? What is the new thinking that make me to the better person? So that's very important, right? So we have some problems because of our old thinking. So we have to upgrade the new thinking so that we can see the massive transformation in our life, right? Okay. Okay, new thinking. So, what is the sign new thinking is habits. Habits are the foundation. Habits are the foundation, not the finish line. That is the new thinking of the psi. So it just provides the foundation, but if you this is not the finisher line. This is not the finisher line. So that is psi aware about after seeing the different obstacles, challenges in his life. Okay, example. So after mastering basics, mastering the basics, so Sai upgrades, Sai upgrades to advanced sequel plus case studies. So yeah, so Sai good at the basics. He aware about that. He was good at those basics, and you're doing every day, so you feel comfortable. So next time, what thought it came to your mind is, so I have to go to the next level. That is the thought. As a result, so he upgrades to advanced SQL plus case studies. And also, your new thinking, the comfort, the comfort is a sign that it's time to, it's time to grow again. It's time to grow again. So you got a signal, the comfort. So after doing the same thing for a time or a bit of time, so he's feeling comfortable. So that is the signal is in mind. That is the signal is in mind. So it shifts from routine. It shifts from routine, gym workout, advanced training plan, advanced training plan. So you got a comfort signal, and from you upgrade from the basic gym training to advanced training plan. So you see the growth. And now what is the new thinking is, so to keep winning. So to keep winning, I must. So I believe that I must keep learning. So that is the mindset you have. Example. So add new tools like the Power BI, Python, and to stay relevant. So that is the new thing. So what are the result after getting the new thinking by this eye? So what is the new thinking after changing from old thinking to new thinking? He stops living on autopilot. Stops living on autopilot. He starts he starts upgrading upgrading its systems goals, and mindset. Every habit becomes a stepping stone, not comfort trap. So that is the result is getting. That is the result. So we believe. So he stops living in autopilot mode. So autopilot mode. He starts upgrading his system, goals, and mindset. And every habit becomes a stepping stone, not a comfort trap. So that is the mindset he has. Now, what are the results of the different people are getting? So students students avoid academic stagnation. Academic stagnation, for example, is shifting from the reading notes to attempting the mock test so that it showed some kind of growth in his progress. Okay. So earlier used to write the notes as a student life, later it writing the mock exam. So same kind of experience in the real exams as well. So he learning from the mistakes and he applying the things in the real exam as well. So he's showing he's getting good marks, good marks. So good marks. And also learning, improving, improve learning speed. So Sai upgrade the study style from the passive reading to active recall. So earlier, you just read, scan the entire pages content. Later, he habituated recalling practice into his routine. So not just reading the content and also how much he remember and also recalling the things. So that is active recall. And thirdly, and prepares and he prepares better better for competitive exams. Example so Sai moves from the basic questions and um, time test. So so he's analyzing himself like what takes the more time and what takes the less time. How can I do more so that I can get the good score? So this kind of analyzation he does so that you can get the good score in the real exam as well. So this kind of practicing adopted in the student's life. Similarly, 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 so Sai prevents career stagnation, prevents career stagnation. Sai like earlier used to do reporting the Excel. Later, you understand the business demands. So you learn the automation and the dashboards and adding those skills into his toolkit and increase salary growth, increases salary growth. So growth. So is learning new tools. So based on the demand and also increase the value in your prices as well. So obviously that. So if you're increasing the tools and if you're solving the business problems, so automatically your value also increases. And also create create relevance in changing job market, job markets. So the move from the manual task. So earlier the job market demands in the basic Excel. Later it is evolving to the dashboards like the Power BI and the Tableau. So Sai is learning those skills and upgrading himself. And also later some more new things will come in the job market. So if from so we changing from move from the manual task to smart workflows is created. So that's is growing in employee as well. Similarly, similarly the businessman, similarly the businessman. So so he avoided he avoided the old business habits, old business habit that growth, stop growth. Example, Sai expanded to online instead of the only offline store. So earlier, used to have the offline store. The people are coming and buying his products. Over the period of time, there is a different there is evolution come to the in the market. So we adopted like expanding the online services as well. So automatically, so its revenue also increases and all the stay relevant as per the market. Okay, and helps adopt to market changes faster. So changing market strategy when customer behavior shifts. So the market strategies were changed, the people were changing, and based on that, he also changed his marketing strategy when customer, so identify the customer behavior shift, and based on that, it changing the market strategy. It also changing the market strategy. Similarly, builds long term, he builds long term competitive edge. Example, so innovating product lines every year like a successful brand. So is trying to innovating every year, like what successful brand. So identify the competitor and what kind of things they are bringing to the market. So identify the pattern and adopt it. And you also create the same kind of products or is I think into words in the head and putting into market. So this is the thing. So one real life story coming to this one. This is the one. So Virat Kohli, so reinvention story. So Virat Kohli was earlier already a successful batsman, but he didn't get stuck. He upgraded everything like the fitness level and adding the diet changing and the batting style and the mindset. Even when he was in the top, he didn't stop improving. Result, so a decade of dominance. So because of he refused to let his good habits become the limits. Because of that, when Amitabh Bachchan also a lot of struggles he has faced initially. Later, he upgraded what is the demands in the cinema, what is the audience wants. So he upgraded it, and he see career peaks. And the latter, he was facing a lot of difficulties in between. So he analyzing himself and what are the so he changed. So we shifted from acting as a hero to working is changing his identity as KBC Kon. As you know, there is a KBC, right? Kaun Banega Crorepati as host. He worked as a host, and this is successful. And also, not only that, he working as a different roles are demanded from the different industries. So he justified it. He justified it. So we can see many people, even the Brahmanandam in the Telugu industry, if you are aware about it, initially is getting good amount of salary as a teacher, but it he feel like so this is not enough. I'm born for the greatness. So he just so he coming to the film industry and as you know, how much impact created among the next upcoming actresses, and how the people were laughed for the years because of his entertainment. So if you feel like this is enough, if you feel like this is enough, we cannot see those kind of impact in this world. So similarly, don't stuck into one thing that make you comfortable, and do the risk at least 5% calculated, 10% calculated risk frequently, so that you stay relevant, also see the growth. That's the growth. So if you're starting as a student, why don't you earn the passive income? That's the thinking also required. And if you're the employee, why don't you start a side hustle? So that is required. And also you are doing the employee and the side hustle, why don't you build a full time? And so that is the next level mindset everyone required. So that is the required. And at the top, now the self-reflection questions I'm asking. So we have to ask, okay, is this habit helping me? This topic helping me to grow, or just keeping me busy, keeping me busy. So what needs to be upgraded this week? What need to be upgraded this week? And if I continue like 1 year, if I continue, if I continue like this for 1 year, will my life surely improve? So we have to ask these questions so that we have to ask these self questions to stay relevant and if you want to see the growth. So what are the action tips? So every 3 months, 3 or 6 months, we have to review what worked, and what didn't, and what needs to change. So that is the review you have to do, and that is the review. And upgrade. So upgrade one habit every month. Skills, fitness, mindset, money, and everything. And add micro micro challenges challenges time, like one question one question, one repetition if you're doing the gym, and one new improvement and small stress. So if, as ultimately you can see the big growth. So the conclusion is simple. So good habits make you stable. Good habits make you stable. Upgraded habits make you unstoppable. Unstoppable. So don't get stuck in yesterday's success. So grow into tomorrow, grow into tomorrow champion. So good habits make you stable, but upgrade habits make you unstoppable. Unstoppable. That is the main thing. So don't get stuck in yesterday's success. Grow into tomorrow's champion. Grow into tomorrow's champion. So that is the required. So my simple one line crux of entire the story is, so few habits are required lifelong and few habits required certain period of time, and we have to review ourselves so after a period of time like 3 months, after 6 months, whatever the period it has that is adequate for you, and analyzing what works for you. So something which is required lifelong, you have to continue, and that is required. You can continue, and some habits are limited to certain time period. You already accomplished the required things from those habits. So okay, habits. So you need to upgrade something next level. For that, your habits also change into that level. So what are those? Identify and adopt those habits and see some new results in your life. Ultimately, you have to always, when you are in the comfort, you're in autopilot mode, we have to think in the next level. What the next level? So if you're a student, how can I get a student? How can I earn the passive income during this student journey? And if you're an employee, how can you get the side as a, that is the next level mindset. And if you are the employee, how can I change from uh, side hustle, right? As we know, yeah. If you're on the side hustle, how can I build a new empire, and completely full time business? So, how if you're building one new company, how can I expand even further? How the people are thinking. So this kind of style is required. This is the style required because change is a mandatory. You have to understand their dynamics. Accordingly, we have to adopt it and see the growth. So that is the life purpose. That is the life purpose. Yes. So, as you know, I in the last series, so I'm exploring 1 hour rule. So, as you know, I do all my works. Let's say I have a goal of creating some kind of course. So I'm not just focusing on the content, but also editing and the script and everything I'm focusing on. So as a result, I if I give the product within 1 day, so it takes about 1 week. So a lot of wasted of time. So at the end of the day, at over a bit of time, I'm not completing my course, but changing my old thinking to new thinking. So I believe in the I believe in there is a gene of genius. So everybody is the gene of genius area. Let's say so I'm good at creating the content in my own. Okay, creating the content. So some people are zone of genius is editing. Some people are zone of genius is technical stuff. So if we're delegating those things to those people, they will for some amount of money. So they will do in just 1 day, and they also publish in the 1 day. So we'll create the product in 1 day, so that within that days you can complete creating the course. So that is the systems I believe in, because earlier I'm thinking about the money. Why should I waste the money instead of doing all the work by myself? So that is the whole thing. So changing to delegation, the zone of genius areas. So that is required. And also I know aware about 1 hour value. What is the value? So I have the desired income in the next 3 or 2 months. So that is and do divided by the number of hours, so that your 1 hour value is that much. So if it is less than that hour, so delegate to those people. That's it. So similarly, same kind of. So I'm reviewing my habits and what are required from the lifelong, and put it in my daily routine. If something not required, so if I want to go to the next level, so what are the habits I have to inculcate? So I have to inculcate and working towards it and seeing some growth and review again and what is the next level and adopting those habits and seeing growth. So growth makes you keep alive. Okay. And thank you for watching. I'll come up with new things that is really required in the real time, not just creating the content for the sake of views or anything. This is just for the real time that is required every person. That's required every person.